So it's Zenzoku once more on pole position, ahead of Scrubbins in P2. It's Bliff in P3, followed by Flyscott, the man who won last year, starting P4 today. Can he do something about it? We are yet to find out, with Footy and High B completing the grid in P5 and 6. So that is interesting, our whole grid now in the top 6 as we're just getting started here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, lights out, and we're gonna go racing so long. The lights are held for, and we're gonna go racing here at the US Grand Prix. It's gonna be a good start for Scrubbins. What a start for Scrubbins there, heading towards turn 1. He's jockeying the lead, he's went for it, as now Zen's coming back at him as Flyscott went for it as well around the outside. There's a couple of problems at the back, and Zenzoku has dropped down at the bottom of the field. Meanwhile, the top two are going at it for the race lead. Side by side, the two of them are going at it, and Flyscott has taken the lead. Your last year's winner here at COTA leads the USGP.
I got an illegal overtake. Oh, I see.
And can he keep it going, though? That is going to be a big question, as Scrubbins now in P2 with High B, who's got a very good start as well from P5 to P3. Fantastic for him. Spliff has dropped down a bit along with Zen and Footy.
That was a rough start.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry chaps, make a dive bomb there and kind of blew it.
As at the moment we're going to see there's going to be overtakes from the AI car against Spliff. Meanwhile, Scrubbins is going to be taking the lead on Flyscott as well, as Flyscott has spun round. Not sure what has happened, but he's made a huge mistake. That is going to... Oh, that is interesting. He exits out back in P2. That is...
Good recovery.
Absolutely amazing. We're watching High B at the moment on board.
Green tyres now. Flymo.
Surely that Flyscott, even after that spun round, I believe what must have happened is, which we see on F124 especially a couple of times.
Oh, I'm being taken out by a bot.
You lock up your rear tyres and go to the back of the grid, or you simply slide your car. Meanwhile, Fluff Footy is onto the wall straight away already before the end of the first lap in the final sector. So he'll need to do a little bit of a better job to keep it on track at the moment, as we're just entering lap 2. Zenzoku's going down the outside on... Ooh, that was great. A bit of a movement, but exits out nicely around the outside on that AI car. So lap 2 out of 14, and we might see Zenzoku, our championship leader, and again go for a move. So looking at the Drivers' Championship, Zen now leads by over 106 points. Huge margin from Zenzoku leading the championship, as he's going to get that DRS now. Here at one of the overtaking opportunities around here at Circuit of the Americas at COTA. Is he going to go down the inside line or not far enough? He doesn't want to send the lunch down the inside line, just will not be close enough to be going for that move. So best done to not go for it. So Zen now has 407 points in this championship. Then comes Scrubbins, who's got 301. Zen took his 6th pole today, but can he take that victory, complete and continue his dominance, as Scrubbins currently leads by 6.9 seconds from Flyscott. But for how long is that going to be the case, though? We've seen many times this season Zen fall out to the back of the grid or not be close enough to be going for that race lead or move. Then he comes up taking the lead and winning the race. Meanwhile, around the outside now of High B, he's going to be taking that move and into P3. Zen's done it once more. He's already into the top 3 on lap 3. And now the pressure is going to be mounting on Scrubbins' shoulders. But when's it going to be the case, though? We're here to find out. It's still behind 2.3 seconds of Flyscott, and Scrubbins now would need Flyscott to fight like a lion, fight like a wall against Zen to stop him coming near Scrubbins and near the race lead. Meanwhile, Spliff is going to be at it. He's going to get that DRS. He's going to get that rear wing open, heading towards turn 1. Does he fancy a move into the first corner? No, not at the moment. Has things to backing out of it with the EA car ahead of him, and if he does overtake him, the top 4 will be completed with our drivers. He's going to go down the inside line. Is he sent it? No, in fact, he has not sent it into the S section. He would have thought for it for a moment. Of course, this actually should be the home Grand Prix for a couple of drivers, if I'm not mistaken. Meanwhile, one little move and fight that we would have been thinking for. Scrubbins on one hand has gained over 7.7 seconds to Fly Scott at the moment, but now Zen and Fly Scott are going to be having to fight each other at the moment. Zen is in P3 with Fly Scott in P2. Remember with that lap 1 incident for Zen, is it going to be enough? No, as he's going to be on the inside line with the help of that rear wing and some DRS. And some ERS down the inside, overtakes and gets ahead of Fly Scott. Fly Scott didn't try to fight that off at all, considering he would have known that he's anyways faster, so rather focus on the P3 or P2, whatever you can achieve in this race overall. It only took lap 4 for Zen Zoku to get his race lead back, but at the moment, of course, both of them are on same tyres. Only 3 drivers in this race on a set of soft medium compound tyres, the rest 3. Footy High B and Spliff, Footy High B and Fly Scott on a set of soft compound tyres, but medium tyres seem to be the fastest tyre at the moment, but the problem is that Zen also has got the faster tyre. At the moment, 8.1 second, the gap comes down to 7.9. Let's see for how long does he manage that though, and for how many laps are we going to see these medium tyres run?
Come on, man, come on, focus. Focus.
I'm coming. Behind you.
That was pretty different, and look at that, he's gaining time on him. Zenzoku is now, the gap which was coming down less than 8 seconds for a moment is over 8.4, 8.3 seconds in that bracket, in that margin, so that is a very good gap at the moment. But look at that, Zen is currently saving his battery. That is the reason he's surely losing out to Scrubbins at the moment. He's saving up his battery. It's on none at the moment.
Don't let me get in DRS.
That's alright. You'll f*** it up. You usually bottle it anyway.
Oh, I'm coming for you now.
Every corner, but now he's got it to put it. He's gonna put it up to you. So as soon as he starts pushing, as soon as he gets on to a bit of speeding, he might end up catching him. But let's see how long is going to be the case, though. 9 seconds the gap between the race leaders. Lap 6 out of 12 here. Zen, after a horrible start, gets back to P2. But we've seen Scrubbin lead, though. That's not a problem. He's led a couple of races for many laps, but in the end, mistakes come in, mistakes follow in, and that ends up making him lose out on that race. I think this has to be the best opportunity. You're on the front row against a pole sitter. They have a horrendous start. They fall down to the back of the grid completely. You're trying to recover. You're trying to come back at everyone, and you pull over 8 seconds, almost 9 seconds on your rival, and then still, if you end up making a mistake or losing out, that has to be on you. But let's see, Spliff in P4 at the moment. P3 is Fly Scott. Fly Scott hasn't been way too competitive in the last couple of races as compared to the top 2, considering where he was at the start of the season. So still he's going to be fighting for it, though. Spliff now, he doesn't have a front wing end plate, I believe. Does he want to go down the inside line? Yes, he does. A very late move from Spliff, and that is exactly going to happen. What must have happened to Fly Scott fighting with Scrubbins on that exact same corner. Tries to go very late on the inside line and goes a little bit, doesn't even go a little bit deep, but simply starts locking up his tires and gonna have a bit of a slide. Does get the control back over the car very soon back again, though, and Fly Scott's now got a 3-second time penalty. He had one earlier on, so let's see.
You're right.
Yep, there he goes.
Oh man, that is absolutely hilarious.
Earlier as well, but this time around he gets another one. Does he go into the pits? Yes, he does, I think. Does Fly Scott into the pit lane now on lap 5. So that is interesting, I think. So the medium tires should be running into lap 9 or lap 10 even. We yet to find out, though. Meanwhile, Spliff now gets to lap 3.
Oh, double stacking. Why am I coming into somebody else's pit? Jesus Christ.
Footy, and he's still got both side front wing end plates missing.
Stupid game.
He must have not had the front wing replacement, because otherwise I don't think he would have had the replacement and crashed out again. So now everyone on a set of medium tires ready to go racing. Scrubbins is going to head into the pits and come out on a set of soft compound tires, but Zenzoku has stayed out. Zen has stayed out in this one so far. Doesn't pit on the lap. Scrubbin pits, so I wonder if he wants to go a couple of more laps on the undercut, or he'll pit at the end of next lap. So we're yet to find out. Meanwhile, Spliff is into the pit lane as well. Does he change the front wing as he had the end plate of that left-hand side missing? No, he doesn't. Mediums off, soft tires on at the moment. Oh, Spliff's gonna head towards the wall, just out on the exit of that pit lane. Spliff just on the exit of that pit lane. He comes out and heads straight towards the wall, and he's now gonna damage his front wing even more.
I've just got 9-second penalty now.
No way. I just threw again.
Maybe coming out of the pit lane, tire temperatures wouldn't have been too much, but still it's a soft compound tire, so I wonder if it was the cars coming behind him or the ones ahead of him would have caused a bit of a distraction for him on the exit of the pit lane there. So surely a podium chance earlier on might be gone now, because that front wing is a bit more damaged than he would have liked, and that is going to be so much downforce. He's going to be losing now as he's going to pit in now as well. Senzoku, and Scrubbins is just making his way around the final corner. Sen's got the final pit stop, final pit garage as well, and now takes the lead back again once more. The gap that was over 9 seconds is going to be coming back to 9 seconds between the two drivers. Nicely done, as Zen is just going to be coming out of the pit lane now with only 5 laps remaining, including this one. We are about to get into this one absolutely nicely. So looking at this one now, at the end of the first lap that every driver has pitted, lap 11 out of 14 now, not a lot remains. I think only a big mistake or putting it in the wall can deny that win from Scrubbins, but he's going to be taking it pretty nice and easy so far. Then in P2, Dart in P3 with the IB should be looking to overtake him very soon. 1.7 seconds the gap at the moment. Then Fly Scott in P6 at the moment, just as overtaking Linny. Followed by Kivish, then Spliff and Footy are both in the final 2 positions, and eventually you would have thought that Spliff is going to be pitting, but he has not yet decided to pit. I think he doesn't need to pit though, but considering you know, he's got a whole he's got a new wing. He has got a new wing. That was higher Footy at the moment, so he has pitted indeed, and onto another set of soft compound tires. Then now gets that fastest lap, 8.3 seconds. The gap is coming down. It was over 9 seconds. It's now 8.4 seconds though. But for how long is that going to be the case? We're yet to find out. I think if at that pace, he's not going to have enough laps though. Had he got more laps, he might have came back on him, but not right now, since he wouldn't have enough laps at the moment as it stands to catch up back on him. Spliff now gets another time penalty. So 3 of our drivers at the moment have got a time penalty as it stands. 6 seconds to Footy, 9 seconds to Fly Scott. He's got so many of those penalties to deal with then, and 3 seconds to Spliff. But they should be finishing in their positions, apart from Fly Scott, who's only 3.2 behind to the next car. So he might find it a little bit difficult as he gets another penalty there. He's definitely struggling with track limits. Let's go a bit of on board with him, because I'm not sure what is indeed going on with him, because he got a penalty earlier on and then he's got over 12 seconds of it. 3 seconds 4 times. So a bit of a struggle for Fly Scott last year. He won that. He took the race lead as well here today, but just it wasn't meant to be. Didn't have enough speed, enough pace, and Scrubbin was the one who has taken the lead and ever since kept it to himself. And a yellow flag at the back, and should be Footy. It is, yes indeed it is Footy, who's got no M plate on both sides. He's actually got the front wing M plate missing as it stands. So interesting. That 14 out of 14 is heading towards the final lap of the Grand Prix here at the United States, here at the Circuit of the Americas at COTA. Scrubbins, that gap is down. The gap has drastically calmed down. Look at that, 6.4 seconds between the two. That was over 9 seconds. Remember that, and surely if there was only a few more laps, Scrubbins' race lead or race win would have been in big pressure. I mean, still got this final lap to get navigate through as Zen is gaining on him drastically. Because even a slight little mistake will come on and against Scrubbins, because this could well be a final lap overtake like back in Austria. Something could happen. We might have something on the go. Meanwhile, High B is on his way in P3, but he's going very slow at the moment, and that looks like he might have had an incident and a bit of a problem, though. Has that happened? We are yet to find out. Meanwhile, Fly Scott is on his way. He could try and overtake High B. Footy and Spliff in P8 and 9 as it stands. So they haven't been able to get to the top back once more. Meanwhile, High B and Footy are going through that middle sector. The race leader of ours and Footy Zen are both just making their way around the final corners. It was the challenge of everyone. Challenging bits of races for for Scrubbins. And over the finish line, he's going to come home and win the US Grand Prix. And once more for the second time, end this winning streak of Zenzoku.
Alright, finally.
Here tonight after not so good of a start at that race start. Meanwhile, around the outside, you would have thought he's going to come back. Meanwhile, he's went wide. He's went super wide. Has foot fly scored, and that's going to allow IB to come back at him. He hasn't been able to take that race lead, but he's got the round. Oh, that's problems. As the foot to IB is dropping down a little bit even more. He's dropping down a bit at the moment, and Fly Scott, remember, has got 12 seconds of time penalty, so High B doesn't need to worry about that. But if he's going to make mistakes like those, he might end up losing too much positions. But coming around the final few corners now, as we would have drivers. Meanwhile, AI at the back is going to try and attack High B. That could be interesting as well. Into the final corner, Fly Scott's come home in P3, but dropped back to P4 with a penalty to him, and he's going to drop to P6. P5 and he's dropped down to P7.
Another embarrassing race.
Too many penalties. What would have been third place on the track is going to be 7th place at the moment. And Spliff now in P8 yet to cross the line. Footy's far behind over 26 seconds to Spliff. Spliff was 32 seconds behind Fly Scott. So surely making mistakes. I think mistakes was the reason. Final car now over the line. Footy comes around, finishes P9. But it was this man on your screen to talk about tonight at the US Grand Prix. Scrubbins takes victory ahead of Zenzoku. A couple of off races for Scrubbins away from the top step. He's going to win the reason indeed, as these are your podium celebrators just about now. And there you see it. These are your race results for the USGP at Texas. Scrubbins takes victory ahead of Zenzoku in P2. Only in the end finished 3.8 seconds behind, so only 2 more laps. You would have thought Zen would have caught up back again. And High B gets back on the podium once more, with then down in P7. Fly Scott after a 12-second time penalty drops himself. It's Spliff in P8 with a mistake, then Footy in P9 as well. So these are your results. Hope you all watching really enjoyed everything out here. It's myself, Zabi, and see you next time at the Mexico City Grand Prix.